Yerp. Can y'all hear me? Testicles 1, 2, man. We're gonna start this thing early, man. Let people file up in here while they get the chance. Hit that motherfucking like button as you get up in the building, man. Hit that motherfucking like button. Hit that motherfucking like button when you get off in this bit, man. You feel me? Salutes to motherfucking Alberta Allridge, M. Sotelo, Mo Kicks. Salutes to motherfucking Sneaker Snacks, Gucci Lou, Mahado Network CEO, Real D94, Sean Corleone. Practice makes habit in the motherfucking building. What's goody, man? Salute to everybody. Gucci Lou in the building. Hit that like, hit that like, hit that motherfucking like. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's the last beat right here too. We're gonna get into it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Smoking on that green, sipping on that lean. Found some pussy laying on the ground, I get between. I like the way she scream. She scream like she mean. I hit her from the back and bust open that bitch's spleen. We're not done, it's coming back. There you go. Yeah, bust open her spleen. Do my damn thing. Tony D off in this bitch. Check the ring. Check the fucking ring. Check that bling bling. Ring ding. She be sucking on the ding-a-ling. Yeah, man. Tony Digital. Bringing you 4K visuals and visuals. Bringing double digit residuals. Got that motherfucking money flowing. Salute to Boosted Baby. Salute to Blue Pirate, OG. No Face, No Case. Chris Brooks in the building. Okay, I see a lot of people following in now. They get their motherfucking notifications. Devin in this bitch. What's going on, man? Alright. Yeah. Them truckers, man. They better keep some luck. Niggas getting fucked in the butt. 110 years? Man, what the hell? Just cause a nigga had a fucking brake fail? Whew, whew. 110 years? Fuck that shit. I'd rather ride in the sleigh with the reindeers. I might just need to pop open the beer. If you're riding on them trucks, stay your ass here. Don't get on that road, boy, they passing fines. Giving niggas big cases and hella fines. They giving nigga big time. 110 years? God damn. 110 years. 110 years? Damn, nigga, you might well get out of here. 110 years behind bars. Whew. That's not even a joke, man. I ain't even trying to be funny about that shit, man. Salute to everybody in the motherfucking building, man. It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again, man. Back with another motherfucking visual 1440p. Hit that like button as you're getting in the building, man. We got some stuff to talk about today. You know, this thing been passed around. I've been getting hit up on Twitter about this. People hit me in the Discord. If you haven't already joined the Discord, make sure you join the Discord now. I'm going to put that motherfucking link in the goddamn chat real quick. Join up in my Discord, man. We be having some fun, man. Yes, Imsotello, if I got 110 years, I would shed 110 tears. And it's not 100. We got to add that 10 on top. So, you know what I'm saying? That 10 on top is basically death. 100 years itself is death. If you're 20, I mean, yeah, 100 years is death. Nigga, if you a newborn baby, nigga, if you're 100 years, it's over. I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm, you know, shit, 50 years for me is damn near death. 60 is death. Sad, man. Sad case. Let's go ahead and get straight into it, man. Salute to everybody in the building. Big Perm, Hen Rock, Real D, Todd Brown. See new people coming in the motherfucking building. This story was, like I said, been hit on me by Twitter. I'm actually about to share this real quick. Let me share this shit. Cause motherfuckers was asking me about this. Newborn baby, they give you 100 years. Hit that motherfucking like button, though. I'm not playing about that shit today. Hit that goddamn like button, okay? It's free, bro. Y'all niggas need to learn how to hit the like. All right? Cause I'll end this shit. I'll end this shit quick, boy. Hit that goddamn like. It's free. You ain't gotta spend nothing else, man. You ain't gotta do nothing else but just hit the like. If you want to donate, that's appreciate. But the like though, and that don't take you nothing. You can at least do that for me, man. If you entertained, if you having a good time, and then if you want the show to be good, you feel me? Let's get straight into it though, right now. Tweet this out real quick. All right, so I know there's a lot of people out here. I know there's a lot of y'all out here that do the trucking stuff, man. I know a lot of people that are truckers, big time supporters who are truckers. You feel what I'm saying? So this hits kind of close to home, like just in general, man. Like, you know, on that road in general, there's always a risk of something going bad or something going wrong. And to know that the liability of where you at can cause you to get time like this is insane. 110 years. Is it fair? You know, 3 million people have signed over clemency, petition for clemency for this case. A trucker was sentenced earlier this week to 110 years in prison for a 2019 crash that left 4 people dead and several others injured in Colorado. By Friday, more than 3 million people had signed a petition asking Colorado Governor Jared Polis to grant clemency to Roger Aguila Mendoza or commutation, I can't say that word, bro. Commutation for time served. Heather Gilby, the author of the Change.org petition, wrote, "We are not trying to make it seem any less tragic than that it is, because yes, lives were lost." In April 2019, the truck Aguila Merdez was driving lost its brakes. CBS Denver reported he passed one of the state's runway truck ramps as he descended from the mountains, a point the prosecution focused heavily on during the trial. He then crashed into several cars stopped on eastbound I-70 in Lakewood, sparking a massive fire. The highway was shut down in both directions for roughly 24 hours, according to the station. The crash killed 24-year-old Miguel Angel. God damn, it's a long ass name. Miguel Angel Lamas Arellano. 67-year-old William Bailey, 61-year-old Doyle Harrison, and 69-year-old Stanley Politano. I can't pronounce the nigga name. Aguilera? Is it just Aguilera? Maybe it is. Aguilera. Aguilera was ultimately convicted on 27 counts, including vehicular homicide. Before he was sentenced, Aguilera told CBS Denver he tried his best to avoid the vehicles and stopped on the road, but couldn't avoid them all. My life is not happy. It's very sad because of the 4 people that died, he said tearfully, adding that he wished he had died rather than the 4 that did. During the sentence, the judge acknowledged that Aguilera didn't intend to harm anyone, but under guidelines set by the law, his sentence could be no less than 110 years. I accept and respect what the defendant has said, but he made a series of terrible decisions, reckless decisions, the judge said. William Bailey's widow told CBS Denver that Aguilera deserved a prison sentence and was relieved at the juror's verdict. God damn. Motherfucker said, you killed my motherfucking husband, nigga. 110, you deserve it. He fought guilty. He was found guilty of reckless behavior that killed my husband. That was the most important thing to me. Investigators with the Lakewood Police Department said no alcohol or drugs were involved in the crash. James Colgan, an attorney for Aguilera, told CBS Denver on Thursday that an appeal is planned in the case. When asked about the case, a spokesman from Governor Polis' office told CBS they were aware of the issue. The governor and his team review each clemency application individually. Victoria Graham, the deputy press secretary, said in the email. So I actually read about this, another article about this as well, that like they have to do it. The minimum like was that he had to be charged not concurrently but consecutively for each body. So that's how it got up to 110. It's not like they could have put all the years together. They had to do it back to back to back to back, and it was a minimum because of the deaths that added up to that 110. However, even though he was sentenced that, there is a way that you can go against, that you can fix this, or like you can go about it, which is why they're doing the appeal. And there's a possibility that the time can be reduced for the guy as well.
You're used to doing 2 things at once.
Let's just watch this video real quick.
Floss at the same...
Man, shut up, bitch. Salutes to Kalama, Dolo, Kicks, Rico, 2, Ocho in the building. I need 100 and my bad, 76 in the building. I need them likes up. I need them likes up a little bit more. Let's get them likes up. Hit the motherfucking likes in the motherfucking building. You feel me? God, this is a long ass motherfucking commercial.
The driver of the truck that killed 4 people on I-70 near Colorado Mills 2 years ago
God damn.
is asking for forgiveness from the families. He faces up to 48 years in prison.
Rahel Aguilera Madero spoke in jail today with our CBS 4 investigator, Rick Salinger.
He faces up to 48 years in prison. I think you got that wrong, baby girl.
He awaits his sentencing next month. Rick joining us right now. Rick, a jury determined his out-of-control truck killed 4 people.
Well, Jim and Karen in Spanish and in English. Rahel Aguilera Maderos told me that he would like to meet with the families of the victims face to face, hug them, and tell them he never intended to hurt anyone. It looked like a scene out of hell. April 25th. 2019.
And apparently he was carrying lumber. So all that white shit, I'm thinking that's wood. And when you think about the explosion and all that shit that happened, like that wood is just burning too on top of that. Keep that fire going. You know, that's just, it's scary. And I think homie's only like 24 years old, 26 or something. He's in his 20s, I believe.
Truck that lost its brakes finds himself in a personal version of hell.
I'm crying all the time when I'm thinking about it because I have a flashback.
Rahel Aguilera Maderos explained he tried his best
to
avoid the vehicles stopped on the road, but he couldn't avoid them all.
It's a very sad life.
That man.
4 people died.
He now faces dozens of years in prison after being convicted on 27 counts, including vehicular homicide.
Damn.
Video showed he passed right by the runaway truck ramp where he could have pulled off.
When you lose your brake, your mind is blocking.
At speeds of up to 85 miles per hour
Woo!
and no brakes,
Damn.
he testified he struggled with the gears.
Cualquiera que entrara, que parara el camión.
Driving on the shoulder, he said he aimed to clip a parked semi, but failed.
I hope today, family, forgive me, because I'm sweaty God. My life is going down every day.
He said he wants people to know he did not try to run from the scene. We'll have more from him coming up tonight at 10.
All right, Rick, thank you.
So that was that. This is the actual like thing.
Truck driver sentenced to 110 years in prison in a Colorado accident that killed 4 people. Rahel Aguilera Medeiros was sentenced on Monday in Jefferson County District Court. You see, that horrific wreck was on I-70 near Colorado Springs Mall. That was April of 2019. Our Rick Salinger has covered the trucker's case since that day and has new information right now. Rick?
Well, Jim, James Colgan, the attorney for the truck driver, says there will be an appeal, but it won't be based on that mandatory 110-year sentence. Instead, it'll be on any errors that might have occurred during the trial. But still, that sentence is raising more than just eyebrows. For those who drive the big rigs, what happened in Colorado this week is startling. 110 years in prison for Rahel Aguilera Medeiros in the fiery 2019 crash that occurred after losing his brakes.
So the thing that's like fucking me up, and I want to know about it because I've seen somebody in the chat. Is this his truck? Because if it's not his truck and it's the company's truck, and the company did not check the brake fluid, check the brakes, they set this man up for fucking failure, bro. And niggas, whew.
It's unbelievable, honestly, because it could happen anytime, anywhere. And if the brakes fail, the brakes fail. It's a malfunction.
4 people were killed. The truck driver
The explosion,
convicted
bro.
of vehicular homicide, assault, and recklessness, bypassing
It seemed like
the
that other
runway
truck.
ramp
It
and
was an
swerving
because there's
in.
another truck right here, and it looked like that truck had like one of them tank trucks, like them oil truck, you know, the oil ones. That's what it looked like, because that's why all this shit's burning like that. And then you got all this fucking wood.
to
Jesus.
stop traffic on I-70.
I'm begging for forgiveness.
His attorney told CBS 4 there will be an appeal. An online petition on change.org has around 2 million signatures now calling for clemency or commutation of the sentence. The governor addressed that.
We review all clemency applications. We've yet to receive one from the individual.
Some, but not all, the victims of the crash settled lawsuits against the trucking company involved, but it has since gone out of business. The truck driver now left to bear the brunt of what happened.
The loss of life is sad regardless, but 110 years, that seems a bit much.
Truckers like him who pass by on I-70 may not notice, but there's a small memorial to this very major crash. The attorney for the truck driver says the law does not differentiate between negligent acts and someone who might commit a mass shooting, and so they have no choice with that sentence.
Damn.
Live along I-70, Rick Salinger, covering Colorado First.
So I see everybody in the chat, and we're gonna open this one up. Like, I want to talk to people about this one. I want to talk to truckers. I know my truckers are in the building. I need y'all to talk. I want to hear y'all's voices. Really, I want to talk with you guys. So I'm gonna put the link in the motherfucking chat, and I really need y'all to pull up. You know what I'm saying? Let me know what y'all feel, what y'all know about. Now I see everybody, pretty much everybody, majority of the chat here. Hit that motherfucking like button. We got 95 in the building. Hit that goddamn like button, or I might end it. I might end it right now because I'm just feeling I'm feeling greasy. But A lot of y'all don't agree with the time, right? So what y'all think he should take? What do you think is a good amount of years here? Excuse me. Sorry for the burp, but I just been drinking a lot of water. Take that motherfucking link. The link is pinned. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Keno in the motherfucking building. What y'all think, man? What y'all think? 60, 30, 20, 10, 5, 8? You know what I'm saying? No Limit said there's the pre-check or some shit. And then the ramp thing is definitely something as well. Like negligence, like I said, that's what they said here. That's what they said. Negligence versus intent. There's no difference. In I think it was just Colorado, I think. Or I thought it was Minnesota. I can't remember which one it was. But negligence and intent, they don't care about that. So basically, manslaughter versus murder, there's not really a difference here. Like if you accidentally do something, it don't matter if you might as well just been better off doing it. He's better off. Like if he was intending to kill them, he probably wouldn't got there was no difference in time. But put the disclaimer out if you a trucker before taking the link. I mean, anybody can come, Keno. I mean, shit, Keno, you ain't pulled up in a minute. If you want to come pull up and give me your thoughts, man. But I think apparently there's some other things that went down in this situation where there was like a traffic stop and then he was trying to stop and he had the chance to take the ramp, try to change gears. I know how that is. I don't know how brake missing is, but I know how it is with driving in a manual vehicle. You can actually change gears to slow your car down. But I don't think that that was gonna stop a fucking 18-wheeler from, like, 18-wheelers and trains and stuff like that. Like when you have to push on those brakes, it takes a long time for those things to actually slow down. IP2, I don't think he's IP2. Say what? Say what? Why you change your fucking Avi, bro? Oh yeah, definitely. Well, we've been telling that, Keno. Yeah, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, any truckers that are gonna get up in here, definitely need you to take that motherfucking pull over. So a lot of y'all are saying 5 years in the chat. 110. I think even with the clemency would get him like completely erased, but I think that they're not gonna be able to get that shit knocked down. Like it's not gonna get. I don't know. I can't see it going down. Like he's gonna do his life in jail. Even if they say 30 years, right? I mean, that's half your damn life. Let me see. Let me see if I can find the petition now. I want to see that petition. Again, where it's currently at. What the fuck is this petition? Tony, I see every day people that intentionally kill someone and get 10 years or less. Well, yeah, definitely. That's what I'm saying. That's what people were saying. I mean, cops and all that. We've seen a lot of shit that motherfuckers do and get lesser time, At the end of the day, I do respect and I do acknowledge that 4 people died. That's the main thing here, regardless if it was an incident or not. 4 people died. So 3.2 million people have signed it. They're almost up at 4,500. And people are signing it over and over. I don't know if you guys want to sign it. I'm not gonna sit here and side with anybody without knowing even more and more of the facts. I definitely understand it being an accident, but I'm just thinking like, shit, what if that was my mom? What would I have want? Do I want this man to die? I don't think I want him to die, but I don't fucking know, man. 80K pounds you need to put on both jail breaks on or give people their space. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, y'all gotta take that motherfucking link. I don't know what the fuck that means. No limit Jake break. That's one thing that they did say though. Fuck a bitch. That was that he passed through a what the fuck? I just realized I got this like all the way up. Yeah, nobody's here right now. Everybody's scared, I guess. Everybody wants me to run the show by myself today, so I might just need to run it by myself. But the ramp. Let me show y'all that real quick.
Crash has a lot of people wondering, though, about runaway truck ramps.
One
day after the crash, a man caught video of a truck using one of those runaway ramps further up I-70. Our Steve Steger set out to learn how often those ramps are used.
Same fucking freeway. This is just me showing y'all an example of like these ramps and how they work. I-70, same fucking place though. That's funny. It's crazy.
One day after the crash, a man caught video of a truck
wait, one day after the crash. Is this? Oh, this is okay. So this was like, I remember seeing this video. So this video was obviously made a day after.
A lot of people wondering though about runaway truck ramps.
This video is the same, made in reference of what this recently happened. We have 103 in the building. Can we get 100 likes, chat, please? Can I get 100 likes, chat? 100 likes. Can we get it up to like 90 maybe? You know what I'm saying? Now we got 70. 100 likes is free. You know what I'm saying? It's free. Damn, I got tickets to the Hawks game right now.
One day after the crash, a man caught video of a truck using one of those runaway ramps further up I-70. Our Steve Steger set out to learn how often those ramps are used, and he learned quite a bit about what happens after a truck makes that choice.
Yeah, they came out.
There's a ramp right there. There's a ramp right there.
Eisenhower Tunnel. I saw the truck's brakes were smoking pretty bad.
Jesse Terrell says this scene was even more frightening after what he saw on the news a day earlier.
Wow, I really hope that nothing bad happens.
And then that truck made the right move.
Kudos to that guy.
Damn, that motherfucker's still going up.
Of maintaining control.
He used the runaway truck ramp.
30 years of living here in Colorado, I've never
Yo,
seen
when that happens though, like what happens if you run out of space, nigga? You gonna fall off that cliff, it's over. How do you make if the brakes aren't like working, right?
Because he did a great
how
job.
Does this car just actually stop? Because once it gets there, does it just roll back, or do you have to put another brake in, like a parking brake or something? Like, how do you prevent this bitch from rolling back down?
Job of maintaining control.
He used the runaway truck ramp.
30 years of living here in Colorado, I've never seen.
So it's a trap in the building, man.
It's tough to nail down a number of just how often trucks use these ramps.
All winter this year, we've probably had 2.
Steve Carver owns Big Steve Towing in Gypsum and is part of a rotation with CSP to help get these trucks off the ramps.
An average on just getting one that goes and hits a runaway ramp, normally you can look at approximately 4 hours. You're probably going to look in the neighborhood maybe of $2,500.
Big Steve says the cost goes up if the wreck is bigger.
We have had them go up the ramp
and
out the
that's beer, bro.
top and roll over.
CDOT built.
Oh shit, he just said that too. They go off the top and roll over. 112, hit that motherfucking light. Let's get it up. We got 15 more to go. Come on.
Up the ramp and could maybe of $2,500.
Big Steve says the cost goes up if the wreck is bigger.
We have had them go up the ramp and out the top and roll over.
CDOT built 14 of these runaway truck ramps in the state, and today they could only tell us the data for one of them.
Look at that shit.
This ramp near ramps in the state.
That's like fucking water tanks or something to slow that bitch down. I've hit one of them motherfuckers before. That shit scared the shit out of me. I got in a wreck before and hit one of these.
And today they could only tell us the data for one of them. This ramp near Mount Vernon, the one the trucker in last week's crash is accused of passing. CDOT says 9 trucks have used that ramp since 2016. Big Steve says it's a problem that could be avoided if truckers just got to know the terrain a bit better.
And once they get going too fast and get their brakes hot.
That bitch is going up that motherfucker fast, nigga. And you ain't got, it's like a runway for a plane. You got a couple more to go, or you going up and you rolling down this bitch and you're dead. That
There's
bitch
no
is
stopping them.
Look at that motherfucker go. That bitch was just going, bro.
2016. Big Steve says it's a problem that could be avoided if truckers just got to know the terrain a bit better.
And once they get going too fast,
Look at that
and
thing.
get
And you gotta understand how heavy that is and everything. It's just going.
their brakes hot, there's no stopping them.
So call around to truck repair companies up in the mountains today. One thing struck me. One mechanic told me he's surprised more truckers don't use these ramps just by the sheer amount of brake problems he gets called to fix each day. Kyle, if you were wondering how the tow truck gets the truck off of one of those big hill ramps, Big Steve, who's also the mayor of Gypsum, told me there are usually some parallel roads that go up there, and they kind of go up the side and try to grab it and get it from the top and take it down those parallel roadways.
Oh, that's interesting. I wouldn't have even known that.
Yeah.
We mentioned earlier this week, Steve, that state like CSP is not going to find
No limit. What's
somebody
good,
if they
man?
use that ramp properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I ain't even gonna cap to you, bro. I didn't. So you telling me you a trucker? I didn't know I didn't know you was a damn trucker.
Yeah, right now I drive roll-off stuff.
What's that?
You know, like the big dumpsters. For,
Oh,
like,
okay.
construction and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And you put like the tarp on top and like tell people to stay 30 feet back and shit.
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. So what's?
But look, right, what they not telling y'all, when y'all use them ramps, when trucks use the ramp, they charge the company like $30,000, and then the company try to make you pay that. That's why people scared to take the ramps.
So they trying to avoid money. So what would you do in that situation?
Most likely, the boy, he probably didn't know how to downshift the truck. And when you don't downshift like that, and you in 10th gear, it's gonna take like a football field to stop the truck. And
But if you were in
the
that
more
situation,
pressure
would
you
you are you hitting that ramp in that situation? Or what you doing?
I probably would have kept it pushing. I wouldn't crash, to be honest, but
apparently he crashed because it was a traffic jam up ahead.
he wasn't paying attention.
Or he was going down. I think he was going downhill too at the same time. So you telling me you can so you telling me you can
when you going downhill,
Go ahead.
you might lose the gear sometimes. So he probably couldn't downshift.
So you telling me no limit you can maneuver that you could have maneuvered that motherfucker and not crash.
I want to be in that situation in the first place.
Well, understood on that part.
Yeah. But like, I mean, most likely he just didn't know what he was doing, and the brakes overheated, and that shit wouldn't stop.
So when this term, like they said, the brakes are smoking and all that. So the brakes smoking, does that mean that the brakes are done, or they're just not working temporarily because it's gotten too hot?
What he probably did, he probably just lost air pressure trying to stop it. And once he lost air pressure, it's just gonna keep rolling. But if the brakes get like way too hot, like the boy said, it's not gonna stop. So most likely he probably just wasn't paying attention at all. Or like it could be history with that company, like his mechanics he probably was telling the mechanics like the brakes just messed up on the truck. But they probably wasn't doing that.
So what do you think about
that?
that?
You in school from the rip. If you don't feel safe in the truck, don't drive it, because it's on you.
Are you signing like niggas like motherfuckers have to sign that shit, right? Like, are you signing shit to be a trucker or to drive their trucks? You have to sign some sort of waiver or anything like that, or no?
No, it depends on the company policy. But to get your CDL, sometimes you go to school for it. Sometimes people just learn how to do it. Just go to PennDOT and get your license.
Yeah.
But the first class you ever take is pre-trip inspection. Like, that's the most important thing about a truck. And like, if you find anything wrong, you either take it to the mechanics or just don't take that truck at all. The minute he took it off the property of his job or whatever, that was on him.
Yeah. All right. Let me see something real quick. Let me call somebody real quick. What you think about the time that he was given? 110. What you think about 110 years?
It depends on it. If he got a record, then
Hold on one
probably.
second. Yo, Mike. What's good? You driving right now? You busy? Hey, I'm live right now, right? I'm on my live stream. I wanted to bring you in real quick just to get a little bit of a thought process. You think you got a couple minutes? It's about this trucker. You heard about that trucker incident? Do you mind, like, I'm gonna send you a link, you hop in and just chop it up with me about it? Just give me your insight as a trucker. All right, I'm gonna send you this link. Huh? Oh, do you? So what do you mean to do? Like, which one would be best for you? Okay. All right, bet. Yeah. Let's see if we get Mike Rich in the building real quick. Hold on 1 second. Let's see. So wait, my bad. You said, so what you think about the that time 110, my bad.
It's kind of out of pocket though, but I can't remember how much time. Remember the dude that crashed in the what's the boy name? It wasn't Bernie Mac. It was one of them comedian boys.
Was it
Walmart,
yeah, it was damn, what was his name? He alive, right?
I think so. It was somebody that dude was driving the Walmart truck. And he fell asleep.
Tracy Morgan? Is it Tracy Morgan?
10, 20 yeah.
Yeah, Tracy Morgan. So yeah.
But the dude killed 4 people though. So I don't know. I know he ain't the first person that ever went to jail for a truck though.
Damn. So I'm gonna see what Mike Rich gonna get in real quick. We're gonna see. He might be kind of tied up. I just wanted to kind of get from his perspective. Have you ever ran into some scary? Have you ever been in a scary situation like this or anything? Any type of situation scary of this matter?
Yeah, like last week, I couldn't stop it. I was hauling like metal, and it weighed like 80,000 pounds, something like that. Around like 79,000 pounds.
Oh, okay. So that's what you're talking about. So when you're driving these motherfuckers, you can feel a difference of depending on what you're carrying. Like you can feel like driving with some toys, it's gonna feel totally different as far as driving with straight like fucking you carrying fucking dishwashers and fridges and shit like that. It's gonna handle totally different.
Yeah, I think like a tractor trailer empty is like around 39,000. My truck empty is like 29, but once I load it up, it's like it could go from 29 up to like close to 80,000.
Damn.
So like the more full it is, like you gotta be prepared for that. Like you gotta have experience with all types of weights.
Bet. Well, yo, I'm gonna pull you out real quick because I'm gonna wait for him to pull up and get his word. I appreciate you coming through real quick. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go back because I'm gonna play a couple more clips until Mike comes in real quick. All right, appreciate you, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna watch it. I wanted to see if there was anything else. We're gonna see if Mike Rich get in. He said he was getting food or something with his wife. So I don't know. He said he's gonna get in, but I was kind of like, trying to press him. He was with his family and shit. So I'm not really I don't want to stress him and shit about that. You know, it ain't that serious. But let me see.
The semi-driver is accused of causing that crash. Rohel Aguilera Maderos was in court over the weekend on vehicular homicide charges. Witnesses reported seeing him speeding down I-70 before impact. He told investigators the truck's brakes failed. Well, our investigator, Rick Salinger, wanted to see for himself just how dangerous that stretch of I-70 can be, so he hopped into a semi for the ride. Rick, how did it go?
Well, Jim, the driver of the truck involved in the crash worked for a company called Castellano 3 out of Houston, Texas. His command of the English language appears to be limited.
Oh,
and
shit.
been familiar with
Hold
these
on.
roads. So today, we went with someone who definitely was.
My bad.
If anyone knows how to drive an 18-wheeler, it's Harold Trent. He's direct.
Yeah, I would think that liquid would definitely be difficult because liquid's moving around and you can feel it tugging and shit and pulling and yeah, I could tell.
Of the United States Truck Driving School in Wheat Ridge. He took us down Lookout Mountain to show us how this is supposed to be driven. The yellow sign warns steep grade.
Yeah, exactly, Marcus.
Ahead.
Meaning that be in a gear low enough that will keep you in control.
He says that will make it less necessary to use the brakes. We found there were uphill stretches where the out-of-control driver could have slowed. And here comes the well-marked runaway truck ramp. The suspect truck barreled on past it, instead moving to the left and forcing a pickup off the road.
He should have exited right here and followed that truck ramp around.
By now, the chance to move into a lower gear appears to have passed.
It's near to impossible for a driver to make a downshift at that rate of speed.
The driver of the runaway truck said his brakes failed. Trent showed us how the brakes get hot, making the gap between the drum and the shoe too great.
It's too big. They just can't make contact with the brake drum any longer.
But even after the runaway truck ramp filled with sand and gravel was passed, there were other opportunities to stop.
Could you have pulled off here? Yes, he absolutely could have started shutting the truck down here.
Instead, the truck continued on to Denver West, and this was the horrifying result. Since shortly after this accident occurred right here, we have been in touch with the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration. It says Castellano 3, the company whose truck was involved in this accident, has had slightly more than the U.S. average number of vehicles taken out of service after inspections.
We need 4 more likes. We had 140 in the motherfucking building. Salute to everybody in the building. Trucker sentenced to 110 years for killing 4 people. Unintentionally, but in an accident from in 2019. Verdict was announced on Monday. So to everybody coming in the building, hit that motherfucking like.
And some of those were due to brake problems. Live along I-70 at Denver West, Rick Salinger covering Colorado First.
Yeah, man. As far as with me, man, like 110, I definitely think it's a lot. You know, I can only imagine if one of my families were involved in that, as far as how long I think he should do or some shit like that. I don't know, man. I honestly can't even tell you. I would definitely say though that it's tough. It's tough. You think the break was an excuse? I wonder if they were even. Oh, I think Mike's texting me. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. Smoothie, what's good, man? Nah, Donnell. Apparently he wasn't hurt. 4 people died though, however, and then dozens were injured from this situation. So, you know. Also, there's been some more updates about the whole Danny Duncan. If y'all remember that one. I think I'm going to do a follow-up live on that with Monday, and we're going to actually do a full in-depth on all the people and the accusations, because it's starting to get kind of crazy on that. It's remind me a lot of that EDP 445, or I forgot how you pronounce the nigga name, but y'all remember that? It was very similar in a way. Let me see. Also, man, went and saw Spider-Man yesterday. Everybody out there, amazing. amazing fucking movie. I suggest everybody out there go and check it out. It's fucking amazing, man. I ain't gonna spoil it. We'll definitely have to probably do it on live too. I'm gonna give y'all a couple times. Probably give y'all till Wednesday or something to actually do like some full on review or talk about that. You know, Marvel moving in. Salute to Hingo for the subscription as well. He got that much time because he lost to a jury judge. Still gave him least time on each. Yeah, but also because in the state he's in, they have to charge him consecutively instead of concurrently. So he had to be charged for each count and each thing that actually happened rather than just, all together. So we're gonna see. I definitely think that an appeal or some sort of clemency or something's gonna happen. I don't think he's gonna end up doing the whole 110, but I do think his life is done in a way. I can't see him getting out less than 20 years. He's gonna at least do 20. At least I feel like 20 years. Nah, I ain't gonna spoil it. I'm just saying y'all need to watch that, man. Yes, sir. Blueprint, Head Giver on Demand in the motherfucking building, man. But besides that, man, honestly, there's not really much that's been going on the tube, man. And I was like, I'm gonna go live today. I wanted to chop it up with y'all. We got 135 in the building. Y'all motherfuckers be coming in hella fucking late too, man. I don't know, Bradley, if it was automatic or manual. No Limit was just talking about that as well. I actually put a link. I don't know if there's any more truckers that want to get in here and speak on it. I just saw this story. People have been tweeting me out about this story. I thought it was a crazy story as is. I've never seen that much time given to an individual. Well, I have seen that much time given to an individual in general, but for this type of situation, and it just being very, very odd, it's a sad situation at the same time. But with that being said, man, there's not really much else to talk about today. I think I'm going to end this one off. I think I'm going to come back. Probably come back later on, possibly tonight. I'll be streaming live on Twitch. Make sure you guys are joined up on the Discord. There isn't really, like I said, anything else going on. Alerting wise, sneakers, all that's been kind of slow, but kind of dead this week in general. Even Wednesday was kind of like, you feel me? But we talked about the news. If you're just not getting in, make sure you watch the playback. Hit that motherfucking like. And yeah, man, I appreciate y'all, man, as always, man. I'm finna go ahead and end this thing off though. Goddamn, go kick back, relax, enjoy my weekend. We might even whoa, hold on. I do got to play one more thing. Tomorrow I'm watching the Jake Paul. We might go live about that, like afterwards, because we got the Jake Paul versus Tyron Woodley. Take them not serious. I don't, laugh about it. It's definitely entertainment for me at the end of the fucking day. I really wanted to see Tyson Fury's brother fight, but unfortunately, we're not going to see that. So it is what it is.
Undefeated at 4 wins, no losses, 3 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned content creator, media sensation, undefeated fighter, the problem child, Jake Paul.
What the fuck is this? A fucking Transformer?
The problem child weighs in.
I wonder how much longer this whole little thing is going to go, this whole debacle, this whole YouTuber boxing thing. I would definitely like after this one, if Jake Paul wins, I wanted to see them two brothers fight. I want to see that shit happen. I want to see that. We know it's going to happen. It needs to happen. I want to see this nigga fight his brother. If Tyron Woodley knocks this nigga or beats his ass this time around, though, because, Woodley, you're going to have to come out doing something totally different than before. So come correct. If you don't come correct, then you're just going to lose instantly. And it's not about, a lot of times boxers, I don't think they understand. A draw is a loss for you, Tyrone. If you draw, they're gonna give you the L. You're gonna have to beat this nigga's ass and actually like show it.
And there they are, ladies and gentlemen. Co-founder MVP Promotions, Nikisa Badarian, is between them. It's the action in our full night of pay-per-view boxing.
We'll have a quick word with Tyron Woodley here. What did you say to Tyron up there?
I said it's fucking go mode. A different Jake Paul you're going to see this time. Bucking in the middle of the ring. No funny like last time. I'm him up. I'm him up. I'm him up, Ariel. I'm him up.
I believe he is going to F up Tyron Woodley. That's what he just said, Jake. Good luck to you. Thank you for the time. Can't wait for it. There he is, Jake Paul, the problem child, everyone. Show some love.
It's called Problem Bot, or something like that. In case you were wondering, take a look at the tail of the tape.
Damn, Jake's only 24? Damn.
Again, this is a rematch. Jake Paul won back in August in the first bout between these two via decision. For more on this fight and everything else in the world of fighting, make sure to download it.
So my question to y'all then, I see everybody say I hope Woodley wins, but oh wait, Mike Rich in the building. Hold on. Yo, Mike. Mike.
I mean, I think.
Yeah, you here, man. My bad. I was talking. Oh shit. Mike, my bad.
There you go. You sound like you're in a boxing ring.
Yeah, let me get up out here. Hold on.
You hear me, bro?
Yeah. Hold on. Yo, can you hear me? Yeah, my bad. Hold on. Okay, you there?
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, that's me. I was on me. Yo, Mike.
Like you was in the Matrix.
Yeah, man. Salutes. I just wanted to get your word on this, man, because like it's some crazy story, and everybody was asking me about it, and then it's a lot of people that I know that do the trucking stuff from viewers and then even content creators, and like I just kind of want to hear, like, have you ever had a scary situation like that? I know you don't do the long trips, like you do a lot of in-state, right?
Yeah, I did over the road for a minute, so I know exactly what can take place. I know exactly what he went through.
For real?
Yeah, I mean, when you going off air brakes and going up and down mountains, them air brakes go out. They'll get hot, and they'll off ramps that you're supposed to, like, if you notice that the brakes are failing, number one, they got brake inspection before you even go down the mountain. You got a brake inspection station. By law, you're supposed to stop and check your brakes.
Yeah.
And then when you go down the mountain, if your brakes do fail, you got runoff ramps that's full of sand that'll stop the truck by itself if you go off of those runoff ramps.
So apparently the story is he was going down I-70 in Colorado, like you said, which we know Colorado is like high, some of the highest points in the U.S.
Right, in the mountains.
Yeah,
for sure.
And his brakes went out on him, and apparently he passed one of those X's and didn't take it.
Right.
And
they should be able to tell from his GPS and his login system if he got one of those. If he's old school and they still going by paper logs, they wouldn't be able to tell. But if he actually have electronic logs in his truck, they should be able to tell whether, at what point the brakes burned out, before or after he passed those check station where you check your brake.
Yeah.
So I don't know that part of it. When you told me about it, I had seen a couple of stories about truckers protesting, and I read the whole story when you had hit me up. But 110 years is ridiculous, bro, because at the end of the day, that was a mechanical situation. And then, like, he sought it after to kill people, like, premeditated. It was a mechanical error.
Yeah.
And it's vehicular manslaughter with that right there. Like I said, it was still a judgment call if he passed that ramp and knew his brakes was failing. But I just can't see somebody knowing their brakes failing going down a mountain, and even for anybody's safety, you gonna go off on that off ramp.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If my brakes get soft or something, I start looking at that off ramp like, and because it actually totals out, like, the whole bottom of the truck. It totals it out when you go on that off ramp. You be safe, but like the tires and the under the carriage of the truck, all that be like completely gone.
Yeah, I had someone come in, Salutes to No Limit. He told me that, and he told me a lot of people don't like to do that though, because the companies could sue you for doing it.
Yeah,
or something.
it tear up the truck, and they'll put it, regardless of what, they're gonna put it on you. Truck drivers, they try to put every single thing on the truck driver, everything. I don't care if it's mechanical, whatever it is. That's why they got these specific lawyers that's out to help you with a truck wreck, because these lawyers, all they know that's different from other lawyers is the actual DOT truck driver regulations. That's the only thing they're real good with that. And they can, if they find any inconsistencies in your logging system or anything like that, they can put it on you. They can put it on the truck driver. Even if it's not the truck driver's fault, the system is set up for it to be the truck driver's fault, because, you know what I'm saying, and for the trucking companies to have the lawyer up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You
So
go ahead.
That's rough, man. I'm just saying that's rough that he got time like that. And like I said, if he made the mistake of not going on the off ramp, that's one thing. But if he didn't know his brakes were gonna fail, I don't know. That's I can't see somebody getting time for that.
Yeah. Do we have those type of ramps in Georgia with us living like on so much being flat, you know?
Well, they got them in Tennessee. They got Mount Eagle up there going towards Nashville and stuff, and they got them on that mountain.
Okay.
So I haven't seen any in Atlanta, because we don't have any mountains that an actual interstate goes over that's high enough to have those.
With like 285, 85.
What happens is when your load is really heavy and you're going down those mountains, that's when those brakes get heat up like that and then expand, and you can't stop the truck no more at that point.
So with like Atlanta, like 285, 85, 75, I-20, right?
Mm-hmm.
What is the typical speed limit of an 18-wheeler? Like, what do you try to stay in between?
I mean, you just go by the laws, man.
Yeah.
Go by the speed limit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
You go by the speed
I don't want to
limit.
say nothing. Ask too many crazy
Speed
questions. But go ahead.
Well, truck driver speed limit is different, especially over bridges and when you're going up and down mountains. Our speed limit is 10 miles per hour lower than everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah, so we got to go 10 miles slower because it takes longer for a truck to stop.
Exactly.
Even if his brakes would have worked and somebody was sitting right there in the middle of the road, he still wouldn't have been able to stop for about 100 yards, a whole football field, when you hit the brakes in your truck, especially when you got a load like that. Even if his brakes wouldn't work, if somebody come to a stop in front of you, you still can't stop the truck. Not right away.
So when you're doing these like mountains and stuff, do you have to take stops and pause and let the car cool down or something, or you just got to drive slow?
Well, you got to, before you go down the mountain, you got to go to the brake inspection station and check your brakes out. They teach you how to do that in truck driving school.
Wow.
And then when you go down the mountain, like I said, if you still feeling you feel your brakes when they begin to fail. I've had a similar thing, but my brakes ain't never went out. But you can feel when they start to not working as good. You know what I'm saying? And you losing brakes. At that point, you're supposed to go off that off ramp. If you completely lose brakes and you hitting your brake pedal and ain't nothing happening, ain't slowing down, that's when you go off into one of those off ramps, one of those trucker ramps.
Damn.
And it's just gonna really just put you into like sand and dirt and stuff like that, but it'll stop the truck.
Yeah, we watched a couple of videos about that. So yeah, man. Hey, go ahead.
No, I was just saying it's dangerous, man, and you pretty much got to be like, when we out there, man, we on our own, bro, regardless of what, man, because you gonna, like 9 times 10, if any kind of accident happen, the truck driver gonna get the butt of it. They gonna get the sharp end. That's all I'm saying, for real.
Yeah. Yep.
Like, I don't know what he did. Like I said, he could have just like, you know what, I'm good. But I just can't imagine nobody going down a mountain and they lose their brakes completely and be like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
I mean, even to save himself, go off that off ramp if that's what happened. I just can't. For some reason, I feel like he didn't know that the brakes were out completely. But like I said, I'm just not really looking at the story right now.
Yeah, he had a whole bunch of timber on him too. So when the explosion happened, it was an explosion. The wood that he had was catching on fire. It's a horrible mixture of things.
I'm surprised he made it out of there, honestly.
Yeah. Have you ever carried liquid?
No, no tankers. Nope.
Because I'm hearing that
I carry hazardous materials and stuff like that.
Okay, yeah,
no tankers.
People were telling me about liquid. It's hard to do because it be shaking and moving and shit.
Yeah, it's 50. And then if you haul triple trailers, you can't even back those up. You got to keep going in a straight line, man. So yeah, trucking is really dangerous, man. You got to respect them trucks, man. Like that's without
y'all, we don't get food and supplies.
People always
and
think trucks in the way, man, get out the way, man. These trucks always in the way. They're always trying to run the road, and that ain't the case at all. You got to think about being in something so big that you only have half of the space that you have in the car as far as on each side of the truck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So people thinking you weaving, but it don't take much to weave. You can move that steering wheel a small little centimeter of an inch or inch or whatever, and that truck can weave in and out of lane, man.
I can't imagine, but I understand from the fact even when I got my Jeep, I understand like because I was driving the Jeep, like those little slight left and rights, those big wheels it's a whole difference than driving like a Challenger. You know, you got so much control.
You got way less room for error because you have way less space. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then nobody want to let the trucks over anyway. So when people think truck being a bully, you really kind of got to edge over there a little bit. You can put your blinker on all day, ain't nobody gonna let you by. You just gonna be sitting in the lane looking stupid. They're not gonna let you over. So sometimes the truck driver might edge the front of the truck over just a little bit, just so you can see, hey, I'm trying to get over.
Yeah.
But people, I mean, you gotta be a real defensive driver when you're in a truck, man. I've had people almost run under my truck so many times, just run under the trailer.
Yeah.
Just because I'm making a wide turn and I'm turning out and I'm looking in my mirror and they look like they about to go right up under my truck because they don't realize I'm turning because they ain't paying attention. It's dangerous, man.
And then with all that being said, on top of all that, you got a time slot that you got to make too, right? Pretty much majority of the time.
Well, you do have a schedule, but in my job, you don't really. I mean, like I said, safety first more than anything. I ain't finna rush to go deliver nobody freight.
Yeah.
But you still got, knowing that you're a truck driver, all of the laws are basically set up for them, especially the fact if you drive for a big company that's worth billions of dollars or whatever.
Yeah.
Them lawyers, they set up to target you. They any kind of truck accident.
They're removing all the liabilities they can basically from
Yes,
themselves. Yeah.
they set up to target you because you see these lawyers on the radio, they be specifically targeting truck drivers. If you've been in a truck accident, because they know them big companies got their money, so they trying to make everything the driver fault. And what happens to us is we lose our job and that goes on our record. So if they get the accident on us, we can't find another job. It's crazy, bro. Like, so.
I understand.
You gotta be careful, man.
I appreciate you, Mike, stopping by because I was just like, I know it's a lot of y'all out here doing it, and I just wanted to hear from your thoughts about the whole situation and what could have possibly went wrong because it's just a crazy little story. People was talking to me about it, but I just knew I was like, let me call Mike because I know Mike know everything about it. I got a couple other things I'm gonna hit you up about this upcoming week too. I'm gonna hit you up I'm gonna call you later on this upcoming week. I got a couple of dope things I want to just tell you about too.
Already, bro. You already know. Hit me up, man.
All right, bro. Appreciate it.
I will. I'll let you.
All right, man. Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right, you heard it from Mike Rich himself, man. Yo, guys, I appreciate y'all. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hit that motherfucking like on your way out. And as always, man, we'll be back. Shit, maybe tomorrow. If not, I'll see y'all later next week. All right. I love y'all, man, for real. I'm having fun, man. And hope you guys are having fun as well, man. I'm out. Peace.